Exclusive news coming up again. Go and meet Peter Obi for a job. OPM Power founder steps in after a woman was sacked for attending a rally. So this woman attended a rally, political rally for Labour Party. Okay, and after attending that political rally, and she used a time off period, not that she used a work hour, and then she resumed work. Okay, after her time off, and she was sacked. And then when she get back to the church, the OPM Omega Power Ministry GO told her to go to Peter Obi for work. Which kind man of God did this? So if somebody that is working does not have a right to support any political party, or be a member of a political party, what do you mean? So if this man is a true man of God, then he shouldn't have make this kind of statement publicly, even quietly, because he does not portray the character of his spiritual father. That is not how to advise, your follower if they attend a political party rally. They have a right to support whoever they want to support. So if the employer choose to sack her just because she attended the Labour Party rally for Peter Obi, now it means that establishment is an APC or an opposition establishment. That is why they sacked her, not anything else. So now they sacked her and they are telling you are saying you should go to Peter Obi. So why are you there as a spiritual father? Huh? First of all, this is a minor for him. It's either you don't. It's better you don't say anything and just pray with her than to say this kind of thing. Go to Peter Obi for work. What do you mean? It means that you self hate Peter Obi. That's what it means. That is just what it means. That's what I picked from this news. But again, let's get into the details. In a recent development, in a recent post by Chibuzo Gift Chinyere on Facebook, a young woman from Rivers State of Ogoni origin has recounted a life-changing experience after allegedly losing her job for attending a political rally during her off day. According to her account, she was dismissed after her employer discovered she had attended a rally for Peter Obi in Port Harcourt and shared it online. So she explained that she was not on duty at the time. Exactly. However, when she resumed work the next day, her boss reportedly questioned her decision. Can you imagine? Questioned her decision. Why? 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 That's the question. Why? That is very, very bad. So somebody working for you doesn't have the right to attend any political rally, or rather to support whoever they want to support. Why are you sacking her because she attended a political rally in Port Harcourt for Peter Obi? This doesn't make sense. That's the truth. Is it in the company policy that all the workers must not attend the rally, so they don't have right to support whoever they want to support? That is not correct. That is not very correct. Okay, and then when the lady went back to the GO, the GO is telling her go back to Peter Obi for work. Does this make sense? If it is true, I'm not expecting this kind of response from a GO of a ministry, a grown and experienced man of God, in quotes. Okay. The question now is it the kind of counsel you give your members if they are in problem? Is it the kind of support you give them? Even if she did something wrong, can't you give her some other forms of warning rather than sending her back? She go to Peter Obi for work. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. I know that a lot of people will react to this incident. And somebody saying it's an old story. It was a story more than a year old. How do we know? How do we know? Okay. And somebody say, I suggest you go and join the traders for trading network businesses, buying fake drugs and fake goods. In just 90 days, you will become billionaire. Many sick people may have died in the hospital, or a lot of manufacturing companies may close down and create jobless and create joblessness, the youths. Just go make your money, kill the Nigerian economy, and buy land in Abuja. Can you imagine? This one, his name is Babatunde. This one is a Baptist. Let me use that word. A PBAT supporter. That's what I say here, because that is how they describe Obi as a trader. So now go and meet your boss, or your mentor, so that from there you can then go and make your money. Look at the way he's describing things. You know where it's coming from. Someone is replying to that message and say, and you don't think one of your relatives or yourself might be among those to receive the killer medicine, Abby? Yes, now. So if you think sending her to go and buy sell fake medicine because you want to denigrate the Igbos, because that is what I see there. So you also know that when she said that medicine, you or your relative might be you want to buy it and be the one to buy. Abi, some say Dr. Jesus in action. I don't know where Dr. Jesus come here. Okay. Someone is saying that this story is an old story of 2023, but the story cannot be forgotten anyway. That is it. She should take employer to industrial court. It's abuse of individual right and arbitrary use of power. Exactly. But somebody say she can't go to court because Tinubu and the family owns the court. So when somebody say go to court, or if you offend somebody and the person say go to court if you're angry, then it means that himself and the family people own the court. Somebody said it before. Okay, someone say, hi, is this my sister from NSK? NSK congregation. Which is NSK congregation? Somebody said, I don't believe this story. Well, the story did not put up the person's name. The story only put up where the person came from, which is Ogoni land of Rivers State. That's a cheap PR job in ADC. How? How is it fake news? Somebody saying it's a fake news. Okay, people that know the story is saying it's an old story of 2023, but you that is calling it fake, how did you arrive at such conclusion? Did you make any research on it before calling it fake news? Lazy youth. So that's exactly what is happening there. Honestly, every time I see this man, my mind tells me he is a ritualist and I don't know why. That is exactly what some people will say, because that is not the best counsel a leader should give to his member. Even though when the members are wrong, it's your duty to put them right and not send them away. Give them a blanket statement. Go and meet Obi for job. Does that make sense? Doesn't make sense. But somebody is getting agitated now by the immediate past comment saying, replying and saying, because God has punished you and your generation to come, and that's why you see anything about him as evil. What have you achieved in your? Can you imagine? So you that is defending a Jew or a man of God, why are you using abusive and cursing words to defend your Jew? Can't you be polite? That is the question. So fight don't boss for that side. Make them go there. I tell you. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment over this issue of OPM pastor telling the member to go back to before work.